again so that I can Snapchat it. What's your last name? I'll add you on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. Dude, what's your Twitter? As I mentioned in the Carnaval video, I deleted my Instagram. And I'm super happy. I got so many questions asking why, or why I don't have Facebook, or what's my Snapchat, or how people can find me on Twitter. And guess what? You can't. Do you want to know my reasons why? Let's get with the video. Before we get started, I wanted to share with you a quote from the book that I'm reading, which is this one. And I read this quote today, right before filming this video, and I was like, wow, interconnectedness, because it relates perfectly. And the quote says as follows: "In the Western world, our habit of analyzing and judging has led to an age of technological wonders, but it also alienated us from ourselves and from others. Focusing on differences instead of similarities, we've created walls of separation between individuals, groups, and nations." Boom! Let's get started. I'm gonna do a little bit of a story time first and tell you like my process, and then I'll tell you my reasons why I did everything. So if you want to know why, make sure to stay till the end. About a year ago, I decided I wanted to get rid of all my social media. But I was like, shit, how am I gonna live my life without any social media? I honestly felt addicted, and I felt like I had to go through a process of detox, like slowly removing things out of my life. But I felt like if I took everything completely out of my life, I would go crazy. That's how addicted I felt, and I'm sure all of you watching this, if you have social media, I'm sure you feel like that as well. So I started with Facebook. I had to Google how to delete Facebook. I went through the whole process and deleted it, to later find out that Facebook never gets deleted. If you've never made a Facebook, don't do it. It's a trap. Basically what happens is that you can deactivate your Facebook, but it will never be deleted. Whenever I want, I can go back in, put my email, put my password that I used for that Facebook, and boom, as if I never deleted it. All my pictures are there, all my friends are there, all my comments, everything is still there. Then I decided that I was gonna delete my Snapchat. This was before even the filters existed, before you could even do face swap. Ancient. It's the way of sharing pictures, and I'm like, you can share pictures through so many different other medias. So I deleted that. And Twitter, I never really use my Twitter except with my ex, like throwing shade at each other, and I didn't need that anymore in my life. I thought that was stupid, so dumb. So I just went ahead and deleted my Twitter as well. There went 3 of my 4 social medias. Get the false illusion of all these friends that you have. A cool experiment that I got to do through this was my first year without Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I did have Instagram though. That it was my birthday. We all know that Facebook is like the #1 savior when it comes to birthdays, and it reminds everyone about your birthday or whose birthday it is. And this year I was so curious to see who was gonna reach out to me and write me a separate message instead of having Facebook remind them and go and post on my wall. Well, this year I got, besides my family, I got about like 20 WhatsApp messages or calls. It made me really happy to see that these are the people that truly care about me and that remembered my birthday, and it shows that I'm special in their life and that, yeah, that they care about me. Unlike that false illusion that one gets when you get a ton of birthday posts on Facebook. Instagram was like, alright, this is gonna be like my little savior from this detox, my hope, my rock through this process. I could still stalk people, I could still entertain myself. I said after a while that I would delete my Instagram. Well, here we are a year after and I still hadn't deleted my Instagram. Every time I would think about it, I'd be like, oh no, but then what am I gonna do? Like, it's so weird. Until I watched this documentary with my host mom here talking about social media addictions and how social media plays a role in our life, in our brain, with our concentration, with the way we think about ourselves, with our self-esteem. I thought to myself, they're talking about me. Like, they're literally talking about me in that documentary. That did it for me. That was like the, let's do it. That night, I was like, oh, I really want to delete my Instagram. This is it. I have to do it. I have to do it. But I'm like, okay, I need to sleep through this. And when I wake up, if I feel super strong about this change that I want to make in my life, I'll delete it. And that's what happened. I woke up and I could not stop thinking about how today was the day that I was going to delete my Instagram. So what did I do? I tried to delete it, but I didn't know how. So again, I had to look for the instructions on how to delete my Instagram, and poof, it deleted. Here are my top 3 reasons why I decided to delete all my social media. Bum, 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 bum. It's addictive. There's people working behind this to make you addicted to social media, and I did not want to be in that trap. I don't want to be addicted to anything. I want to be free. I want to feel free, and I don't want to feel attached to anything. The best thing I could do was just get rid of all of it. The second reason was harming my brain. It was having a negative impact in my brain and in my life. What I mean by this is that I could not focus on one thing for a long period of time. Just on one thing. For example, I'd be watching a movie on my computer and I would have to grab my phone and scroll through Instagram. I'd be walking down the street and I'd have to scroll through something. On the train, had to scroll through something. And not only did this not allow me to be focused on one thing for a long period of time, but it took me out of my reality. It took me out of my moment. It took me out of watching the movie and into my phone or into that whatever I was looking at. It took me out of walking down the street. It took me out of living the life, living right now, living in the present. I truly believe that this is the only way we can live our life. Right now, right here, right now, is reality, is life. This right now is life. And social media was taking me out of that. So, what did I decide to do? Delete. Actually, the most important reason why I deleted my social media, number 1, a false sense of accomplishment. I am sure if you have social media, you feel this. When you upload a picture, and you start getting oh, how many likes do I have? Oh my god, I reached 100. Oh my god, I reached 200. You feel good, right? It makes you feel good. So I realized that I fell into a pattern that anytime when I was feeling low or when I wanted attention, all I had to do was upload a picture and start getting likes. And that would release some dopamine, some false dopamine. I don't know why it would make me so happy. It's just on my phone. It's likes. It's someone tapping your screen. People scrolling through that probably aren't even looking at the picture. Probably aren't even noticing all the details that you noticed before you uploaded that picture. And that false sense of accomplishment had me trapped as well. This is how it was for me. You feel like you're missing a limb. You feel uncomfortable and you feel weird. Honestly, you feel weird. But after you get this week or 2 weeks of that detox process, you will gain control, so much more control of your life. And you'll realize that the reason why it felt uncomfortable is because you're learning how to live now. In the moment, you're experiencing everything as the way it should be, without any distraction, and it is beautiful. And I can't really describe it. You have to feel it for yourself. So I want to leave you with a question that always resonates in my head when I choose to do something or not to do something. And it is social media benefiting you in any way, positive or negative? And then think about those things. And please be honest with yourself. And if it's more negative things than positive things, I really recommend you get rid of social media maybe for a month or two and just do an experiment. Try it for a little bit, and then depending on how you feel, you could go back to it, or you could choose to live in the present moment with no social media, and life is awesome and so beautiful. Alright, beautiful humans, this has been it for today. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to try getting rid of at least one of your social media accounts, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, as I have no other way of letting you know when I have a new video up, if you don't want to miss my videos, which usually are every Tuesday, don't forget to go right down there on that little red button and click subscribe. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Don't forget to live right now in the present, because that's all we got, and I send you much love. Mwah.